This is about vampires and not Satan. Okay, yeah, sure, I will grant you that at its most basic level, this is a film about vampires, but I've got just one quick question for you. Why do you think the film is called Sinners? There's a reason why one of our main characters, and why this is referenced throughout, he's even called Preacher Boy half the time. The film actually opens with Sammy desperately returning to the church after something terrible has clearly happened. This is the very first thing that we as an audience are shown, and that isn't by accident. And then, right at the start of the film, his dad tells him that wanting to play blues music at the juke joint is sinful, and that one of these nights the devil is going to follow him home. So we as the audience can start putting two and two together. We know how this day ends, we've seen it, and we've seen Sammy being warned. This ties into all sorts of folklore, something that we see again and again in both African American and Irish stories, among others, is the devil meeting a musician. They even reference this kind of idea within the film's marketing. On several posters, for example, the movie's tagline is "Dance with the Devil." At this point, you can start to see the similarities to real-life figure Robert Johnson, a very famous blues singer who was rumored to have met the devil at a crossroads in Mississippi and traded his soul for his almost supernaturally good musical ability. So when we do finally meet Remick, quite a large chunk of the way into the film's runtime, we're supposed to understand that yes, literally within the world of the film itself, he is just a vampire. But he's also, metaphorically, the devil from those stories. They reference this the very first time that he's shown. He falls into the frame. Now, literally, we understand this because he's trying to fly away from those hunting him, but on a metaphorical level, a smoking man falling from the sky brings to mind ideas about Lucifer, a fallen angel, and the biblical devil. That ties into the plot in quite a big way when in the end Sammy tries to recite the Lord's Prayer, thinking that this will ward off the evil. Instead, Remick finishes the prayer with him. We're used to seeing vampires on screen being scared off by religious iconography like prayers or crosses, but not this vampire. Prayer is useless against him. And this is immediately after Remick has repeatedly dunked Sammy in the river, in itself a dark baptism. It's not that the film is even anti-religion necessarily. It's against religion being used to control colonized people, to tell them that their culture, their language, their art is sinful. Sammy expressing himself through the blues shouldn't be a sin.